Hello guys, welcome to BMedia. Today we'll be looking at the practicals of layout and composition. Okay, the last time we looked at layout and composition and the different principles in layout and composition. Okay, if you didn't participate in the class, you can check the community. Okay, scroll to the community under BMedia channel. Okay, go to the community, then you can scroll down, then read through what you've done so far on layout and composition. Okay, go to the principles before getting into this video. All right, so we'll basically be designing something just using the principle, okay, one at a time. Okay, so today in this video we're looking at the proximity. All right, just proximity in this video, proximity, and in the next video we'll look at this the next element or the next principle in layout and composition. All right, with that being said, let's go into the PicsArt app and design something using this principle. All right guys, we are already in the PicsArt app. All right, so we have the background picture already, which I've already imported. All right, so I've already imported this background. All right, so you can use your own background, but still yet the background, this background, it will be in the link in the description, so if you want you can download it, but it's not necessarily needed. Okay, so it's not actually necessary that you use this background. Okay, so the words that, of course, to import the background, you come to this place here. Okay, this icon here, this icon here. All right, so you press it and you come to from gallery. So you press from gallery, you'll be able to import the pictures or the background. All right, okay, for this design, which is going to be a poster design. All right, so I want it to be a poster design such that it will be for BMedia. I want people to know about the class that is going on in BMedia, so I want to design a poster. Okay, and I want to emphasize that, okay, that it is a free class. All right, using this poster. All right, I want to emphasize that it is a free class. All right, and the training is ongoing. Okay, and as I'm doing this, I want to keep in mind that, okay, I want to make this as simple as possible. Okay, I don't want to complex this work. I don't want this thing to be so cloudy with text. Okay, there should be spaces. Okay, and there should be alignment. Okay, the main thing is here is that I just want to use the idea of proximity. All right, that means grouping each element that have the same relationship together. All right, the one that conveys the main advert should be maybe somewhere. Okay, for example, in this tutorial we want to make that one to be in this place. Okay, the main idea of this poster is going to be here. All right, maybe the logo should be here, then a link, or let's say a phone number or just a website should be here. Of course, you see that it will be so arranged. Okay, here telling us the information about the poster, then here is just the logo. Okay, then here maybe it's just a website. Okay, a link to a website. All right, so let's get started. So the words I want to use here is free graphic design training with BMedia. All right, so let's do that. Free graphic design training with BMedia. Now I want people to notice that it is a graphic design training when they see it immediately. All right, so that means I could use the idea of visual hierarchy. Now the way that I can achieve this is by using, either color, okay, or just the size of text. And again, I don't want to use too many text, and I want to use a very simple text, okay, that is visible, that is readable. All right, I want to use the text that is readable. Then again, I don't want too many colors, so I'm just going to stick to just two colors. Okay, then I can just add a neutral color. Of course, neutral colors are colors like black, okay, gray. Okay, we'll go into that when we are doing practical in selecting colors for design. All right, so I'm just going to stick to just two colors, then adding one or two neutral colors. All right, so let's get started. Let's pull out the text. All right, I want to write graphic design first, and I want to make this big. All right, so the idea that I want to use there in the context of hierarchy is that I'm not going to use color to show the hierarchy. All right, I want to use the size of the text to show the hierarchy here. That means the graphic design is going to be more bigger. All right, so let's go. Let me shift this to the side. Graphic design. Alright, let me select the font that I want to use. Keep in mind you want to use the same very simple font that is readable. Alright, so you can just go to, if you want text that are very readable, you can go to sans serif. Okay. Alright, so let's select a very nice font here. I want to use something very simple. Okay, let's just use Germany's black or Germany's bold. You can use Germany's black, or you can use this open sans bold. All right, so for this design I just want to use Germany's black. All right, so I've selected it, and now the colors that I'm going to use here, since it's for B Media, I want to use colors that are related, okay, to B Media. Okay, so of course I've got the B Media logo already imported, so I'm just going to pull it out. All right, this is it. Okay, this is the B Media logo. So of course it's hiding behind the scene, so let me pull it out. Let me go to positioning or related position and pull it out. Let me bring it to the middle. All right, this is the logo of B Media. So I want to use the colors here. All right, so I just want to use the colors on this logo. So let me take it back again. Let me come back to the text, graphic design. Now I want the color here should be, let me go to color on the text. Now to select the color of the logo, all right, to select the color, come to this plus here, come to this plus. Okay, press it. Then the next thing is to come to this icon here, press it. Then use this to select the color. Now the idea here is that I want to select the color from the second layer, from this one. Okay, it is still on this phone, so I want to bring it to this layer, so I touch it. See that right now? Well, of course, as I'm moving this, notice this color here. All right, notice it. Now watch. So I want to choose this color for the text, so I press mark, then OK. Of course you can see that the color has been selected. All right, so try to make this look something like this. Position it right here. Of course, the words that I want to use is free graphic design training with B Media. So I want free to be at the top. Now I don't want to use too many texts. In design, in the choice of text, okay, or the combination of text, always remember that the less you use the less you use more fonts, okay, the better your design is, or the better your design. All right, so I don't want to stick to just one font here. All right, so I just want to copy this, then write free. Check this here, free, done. Okay, of course free is the same size with this graphic design, so I want to make it smaller. Free. And I can use the positioning, okay, using this positioning, right, using this positioning to position it. I want to make sure that it's aligned. Okay, if you notice it's perfectly aligned. Let me see, align it, take it back, then up. See that? Let's just shift that back in. Yeah, cool with that. Then training, free graphic design training, that's what I want to write. I still want to copy this down, Oops. What's wrong? Alright. I want to make this bigger a bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Free graphic design training. Training with if you notice, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, okay, not crowding, you know, the design with so many text and all that, making it to look so cloudy. That's not the aim here. I want to make it so simple so that when one look at it is easily readable and the idea is immediately conveyed. All right, let's look at that if it's actually aligned. Yeah, that's okay. Then that text, that training, I want it to be black. I want to use a neutral color there. So let me use a neutral color, which is black. Let me use black. Okay, you might not notice it, but it's actually black. All right, with BMedia. Now I want BMedia to show, I want it to come out, okay, really, really good. So first, let me still bring on the text. Let me copy this text. Okay, then write BMedia. Okay, then I want to align it here with BMedia. I want to make it small like this. Align using the alignment tool. All right. I think that's okay. Now if you notice, BMedia is looking like every other text there. I want it to come out really, really good. So I want to use a shape. Okay, I want to use a shape. Okay, radius 100%. Then the color of this shape, I want it to be the color on the BMedia. Okay, one of the colors in the logo. All right, so I want to use this. All right, you can see that. So I want to take this there. Now let me reduce the opacity so I'll be able to see what's under it. All right. Okay, trying to align it. Then increase the opacity back to 100%, then mark. Press this mark here. Alright, now come to my layer, then take it back. I'll take it to the back of the BMedia. Now I want that BMedia to be white. Alright, let's see. Let's just choose white and see how it looks like. Let's go to text. So let's select white. Of course, white is a neutral color. Yeah. Now notice as you know, everything is just coming into shape. Okay. All right. So right here, I want it to be okay, like a contact or a social media link, or maybe a YouTube link. Okay. All right. So this thing will be here. The link should be here. Then maybe the logo should be here. Right. Carrying the name BMedia. So let's start with the link. So first I want to write something like, let's say visit. Let's still copy a text. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm using the same font. All right, I want to make sure that I'm using the same font, so I copy Oops. Having a hard time drawing that down. First, let me align it, okay, from the top before I bring it down. Yeah, that's aligned. So I bring it down. Yeah. Then I want the color should be, or I want the color to be this right here. And I want to write visit. Okay, visit, telling the person to visit the link. Visit. Visit. And let's change that back to the same color that we used initially. You see why? You see why in a minute. Now let's bring out the shape. Radius 100%. This color. Okay, now imagine I use the visit text. Okay, imagine that I use the same color for the visit text. Of course, it will look so like you know, the color being repeated and all that. So I just want to make sure that everything looks very, very unique. You will see why I'm putting this in a minute. I want the link to the website or to the channel to be here. Now you can make it, let's say, phone number or a contact, an Instagram handle or Twitter handle, whatever. Then let me mark this. Okay, now the text is already here, like the link is already here, down here. So I'm just going to pull it out. Alright, here's the link. Now I want to use the same color that I use for the BMedia, which is white. White. The same font, okay? The same font. German is black. Yeah, that's it. I want this to be just a single row. If you notice, it is at the back, so I bring it to the front. Then just use front to front, right there. And we'll see whether we'll see change this color to any other color, but let's just align first. Yeah, I think that's aligned. Yeah. Then if you look at the yellow shape, it's as if it's much longer, so I go down, then edit it. Edit shape. Take it back a bit, then observe. Always take it back, then observe. Take it back, observe it. Yeah, we are good with that. Now let's go back to this link. Let's change the color to the same color that we used, like for the graphic design and free training. Sorry, the graphic design rather. Let's use the same color. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it looks like this color is more visible. Okay, now notice what I'm doing here. I don't want to make everything so visible that, you know, I don't need to stress the person that is reading it. Okay, if you notice, it's very, very visible. You know, you can read it, https://m.youtube.com. you know, it's very, very visible. Okay, if you're reading it, you'll be able to see it, and the text is simple. Okay, it's very, very visible, everybody can see it. All right, now back to putting the logo. Now I want to bring the logo out. Okay. Of course, you don't want to make the logo so big that it covers everything. That would be senseless. Let me check something. Let me check out something. Alright, yeah, the logo should be there. Mark, and I want to write B Media in the front using the same text. Now there might be some exception to that is using the same text for the logo. Now I don't want to go into the details for that, so I'll just leave that for another video. So I want to copy that text and use it for the B Media. Alright, B Media. Yeah. Okay. I want to pad this. Okay, padding means you are kind of stretching that line. Okay, you are stretching the line. Okay, because if the line is too close, it can cut out the text. Okay, so I want to pad it a little bit to the front. Let's say 9, let's say 4, and a little bit to the back. 4 also. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to add a style. Okay, a text style which is italic. Okay, I want to add an italic style. Yeah, that's it. Mark, then position. Bring it down, align it. Make sure it's aligned. Yeah, and that's all. Now notice as everything, there is space. Okay, this is telling us about the main idea. Okay, like, okay, we have free graphic design training, with B Media. Okay, visit this site. This is B Media logo. Okay, this is the B Media logo. By the time they visit the site, once they see this logo, they know, okay, this is actually the site that this link is referring us to. Okay, and this is the main information telling us, okay, that we have a free graphic design training, okay, with B Media. Then once I click, or once I see any link in the post, I click on it, then it takes me to a site, and when I see this logo and it's carrying B Media, I know that that is actually true. That is the main site that this post is referring to. All right, now notice notice the spaces, okay, and the way the idea is conveyed. Now look at it. Like, what was the first thing you first saw? Like, the first thing or the first text you will see is graphic design. Okay, the first thing a person will see when he looks at this poster is what now? Graphic design, because that will actually draw the person's attention. Now once somebody flips through his Facebook and just come across this, now if he didn't see something that is related, let's say for example, let's say the person is actually interested in graphic design, when flipping through his Facebook feed and he come across this poster, now assuming the graphic design was not actually bolder or a different color wasn't used, he might not notice it and might also just flip through and just neglect your design or neglect the posts, or just flip through and just go do his business. But once you see this, once this, like when the graphic design is actually visible, once you see it immediately, you just see graphic design, you're like, I'm actually interested in this. Let's see what this guy or what these guys are saying. Okay, free graphic design training with B Media. Then we have the logo here, then the visit button and all that. All right, so that is all for today's class, and we'll talk about the next principle in the next video. So if you haven't watched the previous videos in graphic design, okay, so feel free to check the description, and also just flip through the BMedia channel page. You're able to see, okay, videos that are related to graphic design. Okay, now BMedia is all about, okay, creating or teaching digital skills to our subscribers, and also talking about tech, okay, and also talking about reviews, okay. So take out, you know, stuffs and review them, okay, from applications to gadgets and all that. All right, so if you're into this kind of stuff, so consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell, okay, so you get the notification whenever we post any video on YouTube. All right, so see you guys in the next video.